Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another round of the MMR Standard Tournament. Today we've got a pretty intense matchup today. We've got Blaze1438 versus EarlWeird, and I'm joined by my commentators, Mr. Nintendo and Pix. How are you guys doing?
Good, thank you. Yourself?
I can't complain, so I guess I'm just gonna leave it to you guys.
Sounds
No
good.
worries.
Looking forward to a pretty good race today, Mr. Nintendo. What are you looking for today?
I want uninverted stone tower. I've yet to see that in a race, so that's what I want to see.
Oh, we're being told there is no game audio.
Yeah, we should put it on Blaze's end because I know EarlWeird doesn't seem to have any playing in general.
Okay.
So if whoever's in charge of that could do that, I'm assuming that's what's going on. Anything you want to see today, Pix?
Yeah, so we have seen a lot of really good stuff. We've seen required aliens, we've seen required Cremia, we've seen a few required wells, but I am not sure we've seen a required Pamela. So I'm hoping for maybe like a fire arrows or a captain's hat up there.
Pamela would be amazing. I know it would please Revan a lot too.
So as we're getting started, I know we did not see our clock tower item. So we will see if our runners make a play for it. I know both EarlWeird and Blaze appear to be laundry pool openers. But if there is some money up there, I wouldn't be surprised to see Blaze grab it and head to the bomb shop.
Like he's going straight for it. Red rupee. Interesting. Yeah, Blaze does seem to be on a bit of a delay. So I assume that's all that's going on there. Like his stream was buffering a lot before.
So it looks like Earl is going to try to jump up onto the straw roof chest and gets it second try.
Which is a nice out of logic check. Blast mask. That's a good early find.
So we have a hookshot locked explosive to start. Interesting.
Yes. I always forget about logic and what's actually needed for certain checks.
Yeah, I think for a high level runner, logic is more of a suggestion.
Yeah. Although it is nice to keep in mind, just so you know, okay, if I needed this item to get this item, then that means I don't need it for this other item.
So I think from here, we're probably going to see Earl turn in the ferry. I've seen him do that a few times and then head out the north gate. But I think he's going to make a quick pit stop at the bomb shop.
Let's see what they're hitting today.
Oh, and there's our hook shot.
Was it a hook shot in there, was it?
It looked like a hook shot.
Yeah. I'm assuming Blaze is just having internet troubles, and I'm like, he's just delayed in terms of.
Yeah. So.
Alright, so what do you expect to get from this early swordsman chest or sword minigame?
Swordsman School, probably a little bit more money.
More
I
money?
don't see a lot of stuff on Swordsman School. Maybe a bottle, but it's usually not a great check. But it can really punish you if you leave it behind.
Yeah, heart container is nice though, just to get that nice early health.
Yeah, a little more cushion if you head to Dodongo's or P-Hat from here. It gives you a little bit more room for error.
Very true. I have seen runners die to P-Hat and Dodongos before. I did not have enough health.
Yeah, dying to Dodongos or P-Hat is a lot easier than these runners make it look.
I completely agree there. Alrighty, great fairy check. Powder keg. That's in a good
Wow.
find.
Yeah, with an early Goron mask, we could see a song check on the first cycle at the ranch.
And you never know, it could also be needed for Igos as well.
That is very true.
And
For
looks
light
like
arrows.
Blaze is about to start as well. Come on. There we go. Blaze has just started his run. So keep that in mind going forward, the time gap between EarlWeird and Blaze.
And that time gap is, as Riley's saying, is probably delay. But if you look at kind of the path these two runners have had through the tournament, they've had 5 races between the two of them, and 3 of the 5 have been decided by less than 4 minutes. So they are no stranger to close races.
Yeah. And we just got our first bomb bag, which is a second projectile locked explosive. It is.
It is, but we know that a hookshot is just sitting behind 50 rupees.
Oh, that's right.
So it's in logic at this point, but not in logic.
North Clocktown is way of the hero. West Clocktown is way of the hero. Alright, and we haven't done anything in West Clocktown. No.
Yeah.
No, we have. That's where the hookshot is. Yeah,
that is where the hookshot is. We also got our keg out of North.
Yes. And bombs. We'll see how that turns out in the future. Although I suppose with bomb bag, bomb mask, I should say, it's not really as important.
Yeah, and Goron Race also hinted dead. Thank you, VXR. That is a good sometimes hint to get. I would say Goron Race and Bank 3 probably my 2 favorite sometimes hints.
Alright. Yeah, I think the seahorses sometimes or always.
Seahorses are sometimes.
Yeah, I think I'd rather see a seahorse hint than a Goron race. A Goron race is still really good to see as well.
Yeah, fair.
No, just a red rupee.
Yes, we do have West and North Clocktown as way of the hero. West had our hookshot, and North had our powder keg, but there's still a lot more to check in both locations. And it looks like we have a new wave start today.
Very interesting song to start with. Not super helpful early on, but good to have eventually.
Yeah, Blaze is making a play south.
And that was our third way of the hero hint for Termina Field. Which is, I mean, of course, Termina Field is the hero.
Naturally. Butler's dead.
Oh, excellent. Right, so I wonder what we'll find in Termina Field first.
Yeah, nothing of note yet. A lot of easy to get to checks, but it could also be something wild like Camaro.
Or perhaps the underwater check. Spin attack's nice. Ooh.
So yeah, it does appear that Blaze may be operating under a slightly different delay, which will make things interesting. It looks like their timers are 6 minutes apart on the commentary screen.
Yes. Thank you for pointing that out, because I did not notice that at all. Alright, what's the mayor's wife got today?
Whoa, Ranch Sisters have a mirror shield. And was that Couple's Mask?
I did not see.
Oh.
Blaze's hint.
Oh, sorry, that was on Blaze's side.
Yeah. Lens of. Ooh. That's not what you want to see in a Way of the Hero area. Lens of Truth, Way of the Hero.
I'm gonna refresh the comms page because it appears we are a little bit ahead.
I better do the same thing.
So we had a lens in Termina Field. And Earl's going to make the room key check. Room key is, one of those weirdly timed checks that you just kind of have to do on first cycle, and it's just some bomb chews. But if you skip it, you will get punished.
Yeah, like it's very specific time. It's easy to forget about, and sometimes you just want to rush day 2.
So I think Earl's headed to west to pick up his hook shot.
Makes sense. It opens more checks. Like even in Terminal Field, like the more Terminal Field checks you can find, the better. Because you don't want that Lens of Truth being your Way of the Hero item. You don't.
Absolutely. Technically puts his bombs in logic for him.
Mm-hmm. I'm thinking about it. We know Powder Keg is in a Way of the Hero, and with Lens of Truth, there's a good chance we might need to go on top of Ikana. There is.
Yeah, to probably get maybe our Song of Healing or our Song of Storms from... Or no, it can't be from Egos, because I wanted Fire Arrows, Pamela. Never mind. Maybe one of the other songs then.
Yeah, maybe it'll end up just for Oath. And no, it'll be for Elegy of Emptiness for Vanilla Light Arrows.
So it looks like Earl's cleaning up those South Termina Field checks, getting his lens. Or we'll already have the hook shot to check the stump chest.
Yep. And you'll probably check Road to Akana briefly as well with that hook shot.
Yeah, Blaze is advancing time to get his bomb chews from the room key check.
So that was definitely a couple's mask on Ghosts, right?
Yes, that was Couple's Mask on Cremia. But if you're already gonna probably have to do aliens for your mirror shield, do you just go ahead and get it because it would be too painful to go back for it?
Yeah. Yeah, and we know we're obviously gonna have to do something involving Powder Keg, so you're gonna have to go there anyway.
Mel, it wasn't me. I would never do that to you.
I would. I'd happily do it.
I will. I'll meme about him being on Swamp Archery all day, though. So we're gonna get our P-hat check.
P-hat check. Definitely not useful. You do not want to see that.
Yeah, so it looks like all we have so far is lens, but we still have a good number of checks left. Zampe is
digging. Piece of heart. So completely dead.
with the hookshot, Earl's going to be able to check Tingle while he's here.
Yeah, like we've already seen one good item from Tingle. Pirate Fortress Foolish. Is that interior or exterior?
That was PFI.
Yeah. eye. Yeah, I just realized we have not yet. Ooh, bow. Tingle really helping us out today.
Ooh, and a Kafei's mask. PFI Foolish is pretty good. 5 checks in there. That's better than getting, you know, a Beneath the Well or a Road to Akana.
Yeah. Yeah, it is an interesting Foolish because Pirate's Fortress is normally where you want to go if you're running low on item checks because it's so stacked with chests.
Yeah, and yeah, Smoke Road Tingle seems to be the most stacked tingle. We're getting our first look at the observatory. Is that a? Yeah, we missed the hideout chest. Looks like that was a map on the Moonsteer.
I did not see it, I'm afraid.
I saw just kind of a glimpse of it. It looked mappish, but who knows?
Yeah, it looks like a map. But checking this Deku scrub is a smart idea with this Termina field. Way of the hero. Oh, and we're gonna be checking Biobubba's grave as well. And just a piece of heart. We are starting to run low on Termina field checks.
Yeah. I'm gonna refresh again. I got Blaze all over the place.
Yeah, we are getting our first hour save, however. For those who do not know, when runners make an hour save, they get 24 seconds deducted from their final time. This is to help protect them from crashes or anything of the sort. And it's basically like that safety net, because saving in Majora's Mask is not a fun ordeal, or losing your progress in Majora's Mask is not fun.
Yeah, absolutely. Cycles can go on for a full hour. So that's a lot of progress to potentially lose. And it looked like Blaze picked up the mountain title deed off of the postman.
Ah. Oh, yes, you are still ahead.
I saw him get it, and then I saw it jump back.
Synchronizing now.
It.
Ooh, getting our first swamp minigame. Or bow minigame, I should say. Not swamp.
Yeah, getting a look at town archery.
I do think the archery games do tend to have something nice. At least one of them. I've seen Powder Keg on Swamp quite often. Wonder if we'll see anything nice here.
I think an opponent start is interesting. I think it breaks up. Kind of the standard autopilot routing that you can do. Gives you a couple extra Sphere Zero checks. If it gives you an early Zora, you can get to PF pretty quick. I like it.
Yeah, I always like having more options. It makes watching races more interesting anyway.
Oath start is ideal.
I'm gonna call it. We're gonna get a transformation mask from this check. That's my prediction.
We'll see. He's getting his 40.
Yeah. And my prediction is wrong.
And a map. But maybe what was it a map for?
Clocktown, maybe?
Maybe it's a map to our transformation mask.
Bottle on Blaze. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Wait, did EarlWeird already check that?
I think he is heading that way now. I know that's probably I think that's kind of a weakness of the laundry pool start is you do end up having to go there twice. But
Yeah.
both runners started it, so really no advantage either way.
Yeah, I'm just wondering, where did EarlWeird get his first bottle? Was he had it marked on his tracker before he went to check there? Or on the restream tracker, I should say.
I think it was just a little bit. I think it was just a little bit early because we saw Blaze get it first, and we saw him go in there.
That makes sense.
Well, welcome to your first Rando. It's going to look a little bit weird because Blaze and Earl are a little bit out of sync, but we hope you enjoy it.
A lot of time shenanigans in a Majora's Mask Rando.
So Earl's going to count to 19. Frogmask cannot be Way of the Hero. The Frog Choir, as well as the Anju and Cafe final check are disabled in this rule set, thankfully.
Yeah, probably the biggest difference about Majora's Mask versus Ocarina of Time is that ice arrows are actually important and super helpful. Alright, getting our first Keaton quiz. See if this is anything interesting. I hope we get our first transformation mask soon.
Yeah, where did Blaze pick up the Keaton mask?
I think one of the Tingles had it.
Okay, and there is
Another bow. Getting a bit of a repeat on Blazes.
Yeah. Yeah, we have a little more time shenanigans than usual in Majora's Mask today.
Whoa. And it looks like he just played the song of Double Time to quickly check the tingle.
Yeah, saves the scene transition by being in the fairy fountain.
I mean, I didn't even see the fairy fountain happen, but it makes sense.
He's got a gag mark now, and it looks like Earl is kind of early for the Blast Mask lady. Is just gonna pick up some rupees to pass the time.
Yeah. He just checked bombers before, didn't he?
He did. I do not remember what he got off bombers.
There's not much he can do to save time, I'm afraid. So
No, this is just kind of unfortunate because once you get to midnight, you can't leave here or you miss the chance to check it all together.
Also, I just noticed Blaze has his light arrows. I have
Yeah,
no idea where he got it.
I'm not sure. Whoever's tracking Blaze, do you know? Did you see where he picked them up, or did you see them on his pause screen? Road to Swamp Grotto. Thank you, VXR.
All right, thank you, VXR. Deku Mask. There we go.
Wow.
It's about time we got our first transformation mask. That's an interesting spot for the Deku masks too. Since the most common Honey and Darling strat is to enter it as a Deku mask during the bow day.
I think we might. At this point I can't tell when we're ahead or not because I'm seeing Blaze complete Honey and Darling for the second time.
Yeah. Yeah, it makes it a bit difficult, I'm afraid.
But there's our Deku mask.
And Blaze is completing his bow minigame now. I'll give it a quick refresh then.
Sounds good. Looks like Earl is going. Yeah, two Deku masks. If they catch you the first time, you can just put on a different one. They won't know you're the same scrub.
I like it. Smart logic. Ooh, okay.
So,
Took me a while to realize what's going on Blaze's end.
so it looks like we are going to get the we're going to get to see what was in the bomber's hideout chest now.
Excellent. I mean, I hope it's not Dio. That would be awful for these runners.
Appreciate the leniency, VXR.
Thank you. It's not really. Hopefully, it's judging by the comment that just happened.
Yeah, it's a
There's
piece
not
of
much
heart.
delay on EarlWeird's end.
So getting the early bombs, very nice. You don't have to leave that check behind. Get stuck down here and not being able to soar out when you come back to clean it up. Oh, and it looks like Earl is trying to recoil off of it, but didn't quite get it.
Yeah.
Blaze is finishing up his bomber kids with both runners having a bottle and Blaze having the Deku mask. I imagine we'll be seeing them head towards the swamp soon.
Yeah. And EarlWeird also setting up his Scarecrow song. So hopefully that comes in handy during this cycle. They could check some of Mountain if they wanted to.
Yeah, the only concern I have about going to the mountain is there is a lot of stuff that is magic locked up on the mountain.
Very true.
So you can get up there and not be able to check a lot, and especially without Goron Mask, not even being able to check the song. Our way of the heroes are North Clocktown, West Clocktown, and Termina Field. And so far we have found a keg in North Clocktown. We have found a hook and the mountain title deed in West Clocktown. And in Termina Field we have found the lens.
Also, when did the bot get so sassy? A lot of smack talking going on there.
Yeah.
Great Fairy Sword, was it?
Great Fairy's mask. So it's a scam.
Yeah.
Yes, Melrose's Raised did have the Gibdo mask in Ocean Skull House, and it also had a swamp spider or a swamp title deed that was right behind it in the grotto that neither runner turned in for a Garo mask.
Ooh. That sucks. I mean, Gibdo Mask was nearby at the very least.
Yeah, if you know where it is, you can just go for it. The bombers were
kind of checked by the looks of it.
Yeah, it looks like the bombers were just money. And then another bomb bag. So, very generous with the explosives today.
Did anyone know what he just got from the Deku Great Fairy? I can't see anything new on his tracker. So hopefully it was nothing.
Yes, that is our second hookshot locked explosive. And our way of the heroes are still North Clocktown, West Clocktown, and Termina Field. So not super helpful way of the heroes today. Our only foolish that I have seen so far is Pirate's Fortress Interior.
That's true. We haven't seen many foolish hints yet. Hopefully we get them soon.
Yeah, it looks like Earl picked up his potion. So we should see him headed towards the swamp. There is another 2 hint stones down there.
Hopefully we get another foolish from one of them.
Yeah, it looks like we are also still missing our both our Spider House hints as well.
Yeah.
And our second sometimes, I believe.
Because we have
Hey,
our
thanks.
first hint?
Oh, Goron Village foolish. That is a really, really good foolish.
Yeah, now you can go to mountains without having to worry too much about missing the song.
Yeah, no song, no big bomb bag purchase, 3 dead checks in Lynn's cave, no powder keg challenge. That is a really, really nice one to get.
Yeah, because it's interesting because there was a race not long ago that I commentated that had 2 song checks foolish. I wonder if there's any chance we'll see that again today.
Yeah, Hungry Goron is still out there. Goron Village does not kill Goron Race. Goron Race is a Twin Islands check.
Well, we already know Goron race is nothing.
Yeah, for some reason it's called Mountain Village, even though just like 2 dudes live there.
Yeah, I mean, there's also the Hungry Goron there, so maybe he lives on the waterfall. Alrighty, let's see what this swamp minigame was.
Oh, that's right. We also have 2 Gorons chilling at the top, grave robbing.
And the grave in general. I mean, being dead does not necessarily mean you're not living somewhere.
And unfortunately, Goron Village Foolish kills the Pamela Dream. So F's in the chat if you're a big Pam fan.
Wait, what? Oh yeah, because you need Song of Storms and Song of Healing for it. Yes, I know Pamela. And there's Allied Arrows on our weird side.
So I think the question now is going to be, when does EarlWeird go back for his Deku Mask? It's day 2, so he could do Honey and Darling today.
I think there's a chance he could very easily abandon that check. It is something people like to do with the Deku Mask. It is, and
Yeah, having the Deku Mask and cheesing day 3 is very popular. The Deku Mask was on Honey and Darling.
I wonder how quickly it'll be before we see a Deku Playground check, though, since it is Way of the Hero.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised that Blaze left Clocktown without doing it.
Well, he did do it, and we just didn't see it.
Oh.
Skip over.
Well, then it probably wasn't important.
Yeah, no Goron mask yet. It's still a little weird.
There's
It
our
is
second
very
Goron Village Foolish.
common early transformation. Alrighty. Getting some more new checks. Kamaro mask is alright.
That is also for West Clocktown Way of the Hero.
Very true.
So we'll probably see Earl check that tonight.
Yeah.
I imagine he probably continues this path all the way to the Woodfall Owl and then is probably back to Clocktown.
Yeah, it makes sense. You don't want to just get out of here when you still have other stuff to do. And, you know, it's not nighttime yet. Got plenty of time to kill.
So Earl perfectly capable of helping the witch, but you know, what's in it for him, right?
Yeah, and when there's another check just here, why would he help a witch when he can help
Yeah.
himself? And that does help him. Let's see if Goron dogs have anything useful. We'll probably get that day 3, I reckon.
Yeah, I feel like it's not crazy uncommon to see a transformation mask on that dog roof chest too. It is in logic with the hook shot. It would still be when they're able to pick up beans. So I would not be surprised to see it maybe over there.
Also, I just realized I don't think EarlWeird is going to be able to get to the Woodfall Owl without the Deku mask.
Oh, that's right. He never went back to pick it up.
So yeah, it's warping away now is probably the smart decision. Although it looks like he's just going to take a boat trip. Oh, no. Maybe he'll take the boat trip, but I don't know. I'll figure it out.
Curiosity Shop could potentially be Way of the Hero. We're gonna need to find a wallet first.
I do like that little cheese with the boat check, so you don't have to ride the boat.
Yeah, I saw someone the other day also just store out of there, which I never crossed my mind as something you could do.
It makes sense. If you got time to open the door, you should have time to play a song.
Yeah, and I guess it makes sense too. A lot of the time that you come down there, you know, you're going to you may already have your Deku mask and may be continuing through Southern Swamp.
Although Blaze opting to take the boat trip. Then he was about to do it again, I guess. Yeah, definitely an extra challenge today, keeping track of what Blaze is doing. Oh, and suddenly he's in Deku Palace.
And it looks like Earl is going to check that Chimera mask.
Alrighty. Anything useful from the Rosa sisters today? I'm calling ice arrows.
Maybe magic.
Just a piece of heart.
Unfortunate. Maybe it's too greedy to ask for more than just a hook shot.
With any luck, we should be seeing our first new song.
Blaze getting right up there to take a good look at the guard sidelines.
Goron's Lullaby, was it? Yes. looks like we're about to see it again. For anyone who just missed it.
Yeah. Looks like at the same time Earl is going to check his Keaton mask. Again, clearing out his way of the hero locations.
Yeah, it's something you always want to do.
And there's that Goron lullaby.
Yeah. With any luck, after EarlWeird's done with Keaton, he'll check some East Clocktown spots and get his Deku mask.
Yeah, I'm really not sure where he goes from here. So looks like he is headed that way.
Alright. Fingers crossed, honey and darling. Yeah.
And yep, he's gonna go pick it up.
Yeah. This is good thing too, because I was worried that he would abandon his check.
Looks
And
like
a nice skip to get the fire arrows.
it looks like Blaze got caught, so maybe he's gonna switch to his second Deku mask.
Yeah. Yeah, he got him on Bean Daddy. He did. Like, it sort of,
Yes.
from my end anyway, it just sort of jumped straight to him getting it.
Yes, the postman has been checked. The postman had our mountain title deed, and it looks like Blaze just picked up his Akana access in the grotto next to the swamp spider house.
He did?
Yeah, I just saw it light up on his tracker, and I've now seen it again.
He's still in Deku Palace for me.
I just refreshed. Thanks for bearing with us. We're kind of all over the place tonight.
Okay, he's a... Oh, nope. He just skipped him getting it, and now he's in Woodfall. So it's interesting that we're not seeing the same thing by the sound of it.
Yeah.
So did you see him get his fire arrows?
I did not see him get his fire arrows. I saw him pick up the 50 rupee hookshot or beanlock chest that was down there, and then he had them. The only thing between there and where he ended up was going to be Bean Daddy, so it makes sense.
That's interesting, because I assumed we were seeing the same skipping and hopping, like we'd see the same stuff.
So it looks like Earl has taken out 50 and is going to go see what is on that Mask of Truth. We're also going to get
dog emotes in chat.
We're also going to get 5 more hints, so hopefully we can find our third Foolish.
Dampe digging, piece of heart.
Looks like not much in looks like it's not much in Woodfall.
Alright. So what was that hint by the tree? I didn't get to see it.
I think we saw another butler hint. He has not put anything Earl has not put anything new on his tracker, and is now headed into the dog race.
Yeah. I'm on gold, doggo. We cheer for ya. Swamp Spider House was... I did not see what that was.
Okay, it's Swamp Spider House is dead. It's another rupee.
Okay. Magic!
There we go. Big magic too.
Excellent find.
I'm not sure why. It seems like big magic comes up a lot more than small magic.
Yeah, you're right. I do see it more often.
All right, we are going to get our first dog race, so let's get some dogs in the chat.
Come on, Blue Dog. Come on, you can take the lead this time. Hey, Blue Dog. Oh no, it's falling behind.
One day, Blue Dog, one day.
Ooh. And nothing from the paper turning in the stock pot in. I think we're about to get midnight. Oh, no, never mind. We're just going to see the hand again.
Just a piece of heart from dog race.
Okay. Did either of them set up midnight meeting?
I thought Earl had his early enough to do it, but I don't know if he went to do it.
Maybe next cycle we'll see it. I think
Earl's choosing to take the boat ride. I guess. Oh, right. He doesn't have a Goron or Zora mask. I still think it's probably. Is it faster to do this, or is it better to hop?
I don't know. I probably would have hopped myself and shot the thingy with a bow, the big octo.
Yeah, chat. Voodoo Monkey saying that looks like Earl tried to go in at night but didn't have a way to get in, which makes sense. No room key. No Deku mask. It was out of logic at the time.
No, I know he did at one point do bomb jump over. I'm not sure if he did anything while he was there. Yeah, I think soon you'll have to consider that mountain play.
Did Earl get the rest of the ranch hints? Did he go into the chicken shack and the one behind the barn?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think Earl did.
Well, hopefully Blaze does it, and hopefully we see Blaze do
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, we can see we can see Earl's tracker. He hasn't added a new hint. So we are still in search of our third foolish hint. And if you missed it the first time, it looks like Earl is going to stop by Mr. Himself.
I was very confused what you just said. I thought yeah, it almost sounded like you got like the MMR.
And there's our
randomizer.
there's our fire arrows. I'm just so psyched about MMR, you guys. I just want to yell it out sometimes.
Yeah, I think Bean Daddy is now our unofficial mascot of MMR. Ooh. And we're getting a day 3 Deku playground.
Interesting. I think it's still better than day 1, but not quite as good as day 2.
Yeah, because you do get a couple of moving, like rotating, just some of them.
And we're getting it now that the Ocean Spider House is dead.
Oh, that's good.
We're still in search of our second sometimes hint. So did Blaze not do this before?
I don't think so. No, I don't even see him do Deku Playground.
I thought he did it and we missed what he got, but it looks like
we knew he had the opportunity to do it, but we didn't actually know if he did it or not because, yeah, obviously his stream's a bit of a mess. And I still did not see what it had. Just jumped to him playing Song of Time.
So Earl heading into Deku Palace, he's gonna get his song. It looks like on my end, Blaze is finishing it.
Okay. Ooh, whoa, what? Spoilers?
There it is. That is our Goron mask.
There was a Goron mask there.
Wow.
I just skipped forward a little bit and I just saw it was a Goron and I'm like, wait, what?
Yeah, I opened the stream on my phone so I could see what everybody else was seeing. So it looks like the North Clocktown has kind of your ranch starter kit, both a Goron mask and a keg. Earl's also picked up his Akana access.
That's interesting. I'm still. It's obviously impossible to tell who's ahead because of all the time gaps and stuff, but that Goron mask is definitely a helpful tool for Blaze.
Yeah, we should get our check on the ranch song. What do you think we're gonna get from the ranch today?
All right, I think it's gonna be Song of Healing.
Song of Healing, and then we're gonna say the Goron Village has our storms.
Yeah. And VXR bringing a good point that was it VXR? Yeah. Once you get Darmani, that puts your lens of truth where the hero into something useful.
Yeah, it does. It could also be something like the Snowhead Pillar. It could be Shiro. It could also be the Akana Pillar if the seed's feeling a little spicy.
Yeah. Yeah, although we do already have our light arrows, so it's less likely it'll be needed for Igos.
We do, but I believe it's still logically required to go up the left side and see that one tiny platform. And looks like we got Vanilla Epona song.
I'm glad you saw it.
Thanks to some of our eagle-eyed viewers in chat. Flashed up there for a second. And Blaze is going to go up the mountain. Makes a lot of sense. He's got Goron, he's got fire arrows, he's got magic. He's got another hint that Goron Race is dead.
Yeah, it's definitely the smart play to do at the moment.
He actually can clear Snowhead Temple as well.
Oh, true.
So we may be seeing our first dungeon dip.
Wait, did he check any of the checks on the way up here? So I just saw him sort of appear at Snowhead.
I saw him stop, look at the pillar, and then he was in front of Snowhead. So I think it wasn't. I think it wasn't anything important.
Ooh, actually, this is a very risky move. I mean, if Hungry Goron has something, then it's gonna be a pain to go check it later.
Yeah, he is. He is going to be effectively orphaning Hungry Goron.
Yeah, I mean, and he doesn't have Zora Mask either for some of the springtime checks. Also, I'd probably want to check what the foolish song is, just to sort of figure out what I do and don't need to do. Because if that's Song of Healing, then that narrows down what you can use.
Yeah, and
truth.
Blaze has taken a slightly different path through through Snowhead than what you kind of usually see. I think you usually see people go straight through the front door and then over towards, I believe that's the compass chest on the left side. But it looks like he's going to pick up the key from the freeze guy room.
I just go and get his captain's hat. So that's all I've seen of Snowhead so far. Oh. Yeah, I think I might follow your suit and get the stream up on
Yeah,
my
I think
phone.
I think you might be a little bit ahead. I think he's going up to the map chest now.
Yeah, that's...
And there's our captain's hat. So we know where our mirror shield is. Blaze now has his captain's hat. We just need Zora mask and light arrows. Or ice arrows.
Yeah. And we still need to figure out what that time in the field way of the hero was. And that will likely lead us to one of those checks.
Yeah. I think the only I did not see Blaze go over to the compass chest, which is weird. I saw him get a different small key than people usually get. I did not see Blaze go to the compass chest. It's a very interesting Snowhead route. And yeah, he appears to be skipping fire arrow chest as well.
A risky move, but given he only needs 2 more items, maybe a risk that'll pay off.
Yeah, and he still has one unfulfilled way of the hero.
Yeah. And I'm thinking there's a good chance... sorry, my volume's not going down. Yeah, like... we might not be seeing exit all this stream, but
Yeah,
with
it
Captain's Hat and light arrows, we can very easily check what songs are there.
Yeah, he's also set up to get his mirror shield. Is he? Maybe he's rushing Snowhead because he has to get to aliens, but it's. I think he still had enough time to go to those 2 chests.
I don't completely agree with this decision.
And then Earl is going to pick up the All Knights mask in the Twin Islands Grotto, opting to clear out some checks before heading into the temple. And yeah, then we won't know if it's the right decision or the wrong decision until the end.
Yeah. Yeah, I do actually thinking about it. Like the only check he's really orphaning at the moment is Hungry Goron, because everything in Goron Village is dead. So it might actually pay off thinking about it.
Why are you so epic? We have Goron Village Foolish, yeah. So Blaze is gonna defrost Goat, who is just sitting there minding his own business, and then shoot him about 14 times.
Yeah. I think I don't know, I'm a sucker for a traditional goat fight. Is one of my favorite bosses in the series, so even if I knew how to do the arrow trick, I'd still probably prefer to fight him the normal way.
It's definitely a very fun vanilla fight. But learning the quick kill is pretty cool.
Yeah. Obviously, from a race point of view, you want to do it as fast as possible, and this is obviously faster. I'm just a sucker for the rolling around in the Goron.
And so we're gonna get our oath check.
All right, this is our first dungeon. Alrighty.
And it is
blue? No,
really far
elegy.
away. It's orange, so we got Elegy. I Yeah, I don't get it, but I'm going to see that Blaze is way better at this game than I am, and that's why he is racing and I'm just talking. But it seems like he still had enough time to get those checks done before going to Aliens.
Yeah. It was. He's only orphaned the one check, so I think it was actually the smart play in the end. It is a risky check to. Like, it is risky to orphan a check, but it is a long check to do. So if it is nothing, that's a lot of time saved.
Yeah,
And
Blaze is
now he's a
also
dungeon ahead.
he's a dungeon ahead, and as VXR points out, he's also leaving two hints behind. He could have inverted, but I think he still could have gotten the 2 checks in Snowhead without inverting. Looks like Earl is going to set up his midnight meeting, and then it's just kind of a question of when is he
Wait.
going to go to Deku Playground?
Oh no. Blaze just got a Scarecrow song. I don't think he knows the ice blocks disappear.
Oh, so there was something out there.
Okay, what's...
Oh, that is okay.
This is not a good.
Yeah, so now that makes a lot more sense.
Wait, what?
So if Blaze
I
saw
thought-
something out there, is yeah, it appears that Earl is waiting for midnight meeting.
I thought ice blocks disappear when you beat.
They do to
Snowhead.
Lynn's Cave, but I guess they don't on Path to Snowhead. Again, that's what we get for doubting Blaze. Happy 1 hour mark.
Also, that was our lens of truth where the hero fulfilled.
Yeah, we still have an unfulfilled, or we have the ice arrows essentially unhinted.
Red potion. I assume he's checking. Whatever the soldier's name is, the Shiro or something.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to go to Shiro. He does only have 1 bottle so far. And while we're at 1 hour, thank you to our trackers, Cephalopod Toast and Mizuhiro Fox, for bearing with us as we are trying to keep track of everything that's going on.
Yeah, they're the real heroes here, especially today with Blaze's stream being a little.
Watching the race so we don't have to.
Although I will say, it seems like Blaze's stream has gotten a bit better lately. Like, I haven't skipped around at all
Yeah.
in a while.
When does Deku Playground close?
Deku Playground closes at 2. It closes pretty late, I'm pretty sure. Or,
Yeah,
I'm not sure.
I wonder if he doesn't know that he hasn't done Deku Playground.
He's probably going to wait till day 2 to do it. Although it would make sense to do it while he's waiting.
Yeah.
This is a strange method he's doing.
Yeah. So Blaze is going to continue to clear the Tournament of Fieldway of the Hero and do Gossip Stones. Again, just passing time to get to Aliens.
Yeah, because he doesn't have his Goron mask, he won't be able to do aliens this cycle. This is really unfortunate for EarlWeird.
It, so where do we think those ice arrows are going to be?
That's a good question, and we should probably get a bet going for it.
Yeah, can we open a bet for ice arrows?
We just need the restreamer to do it, I'm pretty sure. Thank you, Luna.
We're going to see right now if gossip stones are going to pay off.
Okie
I
dokie.
think I have a bet in mind.
Yeah, I'm thinking. Well, I'll get it typed out for it. I want to say Pinnacle Rock.
Oh no!
Oh, I would help if.
Oh no! I hope not. That would be unfortunate.
Let's see what else we've got going on.
Cremia unfortunately is hinted. Fortress interior has been hinted as foolish. Secret shrine always a spicy location.
Well, I do like Secret Shrine.
Okay, it looks like Earl, I guess, has remembered that he skipped Deku Playground and is heading in now to pick up his Goron mask, so he should be on his way up to Snowhead after this.
That's good. Yeah, as it does look like he was just waiting for day 2 to do the trick.
I think it would have had to have been faster to just go and do day 1 the intended way while you were waiting for midnight meeting.
Yeah, you're probably right. I do agree.
We're gonna get our look at Shiro now.
Oh.
Okay. And we do have Kafe's mask, so Blaze will be able to check both outcomes.
So we just got Boat Archery dead.
Still in search of our last foolish. Yeah, so when I said that Blaze had enough time to do all that stuff before aliens, just ignore me. I was a big dumb idiot. He's pushing all the way into the graveyard now.
Yeah, I mean there is a fair bit of time you can spend. Like you don't actually have to be in the ranch when the ghosts spawn. You can actually wait a bit of time. You can.
And there's Earl getting his Goron mask. Yeah, Blaze is a gamer who will roll in there at like 3:30 a.m., whereas I am a coward who will walk in at 2:31.
Yeah, that's more confidence than me. I'm in there before 2:30. I'll watch the cutscene. Also, we're about to get another song check from Blaze.
We are. Yeah, Kirby did call the ice arrows on Secret Shrine Wart about an hour before it showed up, maybe even more than that. So what did Kirby bet? That's probably the way. Oh, Secret Shrine again. Why not? You're on a hot streak. You gotta press it.
Yeah, I think the meanest bet I've seen so far is the fire arrow chest in Snowhead.
The fire arrow chest would be pretty punishing to Blaze.
Yeah.
Also the compass chest as well.
Oh, true. Basically, Snowhead in general. This temple, anyway.
Yeah.
Well, even like Hungry Goron would be quite punishing as well.
Yeah. So Blaze opting for Goron strats because I believe both of our runners are still on a Kakiri sword.
True, like we're on a Kakiri sword and we don't have Fierce Deity.
Yeah, we are we are not too far away from the Kakiri sword Majora dream. And Earl is gonna head to the ranch and get his opponent's song.
I think that's what I want to see more than anything else in this. Oh no. Oh, that was painful to watch.
Captain's Hat was in the Snowhead Temple. I believe it's the compass chest, the one in the elevator room.
I think it's the map chest.
Map chest, thank you. I just think of it as elevator room chest and ice block room chest.
Yeah, that's the easiest way. Was I just noticed that the timer on both these runners are synced together now?
Okay. So maybe Blaze is caught up? Zora Mask was on the path to Snowhead Pillar, and we did have Termina Field, Way of the Hero to get Lens of Truth, as well as a West Clocktown Way of the Hero for Hookshot. So both of those could be fulfilled.
Yeah, I don't think we have to worry too much about our Way of the Heroes at this point. Another bomb.
And another.
Whoa.
Very interesting. So Earl's now has his opponent's song, and accidentally said that he didn't get it and had to talk again.
Yeah, I just...
And
looks like I
Sure.
might be having internet issues. Is it stuttering for anyone else? I'm gonna quickly refresh.
looks like Blaze rolling in a little after 3 to do his aliens. Clear. Going to uninvert.
Yeah. But it looks like we're finally getting some great bait checks as well. From EarlWeird side, which is interesting to do without a Zora mask.
Yeah, there is the grotto behind the fisherman. There is all the hookshot cape checks. There's also a couple hint stones out here, so who knows what we'll find. Yeah, make sure you get your bets in for the ice arrows. Where are we going to find our Freezy boys today?
Yeah. Winning the bet gets you that amazing prize of bragging.
It lets you come in here like Kirby and brag about how big brained you are about MMR. And EarlWeird is picking up his first Deku Nut at 112. Always fun to see when you come across your first one.
Yeah, there's a lot of items in Majora's Mask that just aren't as useful as they are in Ocarina of Time. I see a lot of runners like make heavy use of Deku Nuts in Ocarina of Time, but you don't see it as often in Majora's Mask.
Yeah, not so much for Deku Nuts or Bomb Chews. And Blaze has picked up his Mirror Shield. So where is he gonna go next?
I'd probably... I just realized that he can't logically do a Igos without Ice Arrows. Although I'd still probably do Igos now.
Yeah, I think you would do it. I think you would do it now. Blaze is he's only Oath away from being done with all of his songs.
Yeah.
And
Find out.
there they are.
What? Did we find them on Tingle?
Yeah. So all right. So we are now chat and commentary. We are now on an Oath hunt. So now the question is eggs or no eggs?
This is. I hope it's on Igos because this is a very rare time where we might get no fortress dip at all.
Yeah.
Because unless we want to see eggs, one bottle egg.
I mean, that's really kind of the last little wrench this seed can throw at us.
Yeah, we're still missing a foolish. So
I believe bottles can be foolish, but I am not an expert on bottle logic. But I'm actually yeah, I don't know that we have had anything that required a bottle this seed.
yeah, I don't think we have. It's been a pretty generous seed, all things considered.
It has, except for our swords.
Well, true.
And I
But
think we're
yeah,
getting
swords.
dangerously close to a Kokiri sword Majora. Earl's
You
found
want
a
to see it? I want to see it.
Earl has found our I believe that's our first bean.
Yep. We're also getting our second owl save from Blaze. Although I think I might be a bit ahead if you're just now commenting on EarlWeird's beans.
I am seeing him do his second owl save right now.
Okay, so maybe EarlWeird's I'm ahead for EarlWeird's side, but not Blaze?
Uh,
Because I saw him get
I
his
think
beans
it
already.
sounds like I'm the one that's behind. So I'm gonna refresh myself real quick.
Ah.
So I just saw Blaze going into Secret Shrine Grotto. I don't know if that
Yep,
is right.
I just saw that as well.
Okay, then I'm back.
And now EarlWeird is about to check the Great Bay Coast Rock Grotto.
Yeah, still hasn't gone back up the mountain with his Goron mask to find that Zora.
Also, if Blaze decides to check Tingle here, he could very well get his ice arrows now.
That
It
is
was the Stone Tower Tingle check, right? It's a Stone
uh
Tower map.
yeah, I believe that was the 40 rupee check, so that should also be on the Stone Tower tingle.
So he might not need to go to Great Bay, at least not at first.
Yeah.
Also, Blaze just jumped ahead a bit for me. He's now in the Igos fight. Or getting in the cutscene for the Igos fight, I should say.
Yeah, so this is gonna be kind of our moment of truth. Our last little bit of suspense. Yeah, well, one bottle eggs, Kikiri sword Majora. Either way, it'll be fun to watch.
I do love seeing the Deku Scrub being used for Igos. And I think EarlWeird might be finding his Zora masks very soon. If he goes the right way.
Yeah, he picked up a wallet while I was out there, so I think he's gonna set up Mountain Smithy 1. Blaze is going with the Deku Soldier strats on the Akana fight.
Oh, Deku Soldier. I'm glad you mentioned it.
Love the Deku Soldier strats. If you're bad at quick spins, you can also just do it even if you have a good sword.
Yeah, I do wish I could see the Deku Soldier emote in chat.
So the Deku bubbles, because N64 Zelda games are very well put together, does great fairy sword damage against these guys. No idea why, but it makes for a very funny fight to see the King of Akana taken down by a single Deku soldier.
I mean, it's just nice to see the Deku Scrub get some use. Versus, oh, and that was Oath, no eggs.
Eggs are not required today, so now it's just a question of how soon does Blaze go and pick up his ice arrows.
It's a shame he didn't check Tingle while on Stone Tower. Oh, yeah, kinda, I should say.
Yeah, looks like he's going to make the detour and knock out Woodfall first. Makes a lot of sense. Continuing to push dungeon progression.
Yeah, I can't imagine it'll take him that long to find it. Like, it is just on Tingle. Like, he'll probably get it as soon as he goes to Great Bay for the owl statue at the very least.
Yeah. So Blaze did take some risks in Snowhead Temple. Do you think he's going to do the same thing here in Woodfall?
Yeah, like, I don't think there's much holding him back. I mean, unless he's really worried about those ice arrows. I mean, it's easy to say because we know where ice arrows are. Want him to rush Woodfall, but
Yeah.
it wouldn't be a bad idea. Although he is now checking the arrow chest, so maybe not.
I think there's a case for skipping I believe it's the compass chest, the key locked one.
Yeah.
That one is kind of out of the way. So Earl is going to go back and get his Scarecrow song. He has seen the Zora mask.
That's very good.
Oh, and there's our Gibdo mask.
Where? I didn't see it on Blaze's end. I should.
It was the bow chest, unless I am ahead, or the dino chest.
I think I'm actually ahead. It's in the Turtle Rock, the Snapper room at the moment. Sort of skipped ahead for me. Alright.
Yeah, I'm not exactly. So I don't. It was the bow chest. Okay, I do not play vanilla super often. Maybe like once every year or two. So I know them as the turtle chest and the dino chest and the key locked chest.
You guys probably can't see what I'm seeing, but I'm seeing it stutter a lot during the frog fight. It just looks like the turtle and the frog are just dancing up and down.
And Earl has his Zora mask.
Yeah, so who should we give the bet winner to?
I think we awarded it for Zora Cape, which was the geographically closest bet.
No, that makes sense. because Giratina Kyurem was pretty close with the Tingle photo. But was that your bet? The Zora Cape one?
My bet was not Zora Cape. I thought it was going to be that West Clocktown Mountain title deed. I thought the turn in for that was going to be our ice arrows.
Ah, that would have been an interesting one.
So Earl is now headed into Snowhead.
Yeah. Wonder if we'll see any fun strats from his side.
Yeah, taking the more traditional Snowhead route.
Yeah, he should be getting his captain's hat here too.
And we'll get a look at what was in those chests that Blaze skipped. Although if EarlWeird gets Captain's hat, he may also elect to skip the Fire Arrow chest.
Yeah, because that will just leave him his mirror shield, and he already knows where that is. Though an interesting find for EarlWeird, I think, would have to be something along the lines like Fierce Deity or Great Fairy Sword.
Yeah, I think I just don't know if it would be enough at this point with how far behind he was on getting the Goron mask.
Yeah, you're probably right. I do think Blaze has this unless something goes horribly wrong.
And there's Earl's Captain's hat.
We're
And
getting in a Dollar fight.
yeah, the possibly the intended Adalwa strats with the Kikiri sword and the bow. I guess we'll see.
I mean, does Odoa even have an intended strat in this game?
Oh right, they already did pick up the spin attack upgrade. So just a few more spins than normal.
Yeah, I've sort of. I don't know, my stream on for Blaze has been really weird. I just saw Odoa die like 5 times.
All right, there's our second bottle.
Rip the dream.
Full of milk. Cheers, everybody.
I wonder if we'll see any of them pick up fairies or something, since they'll have to fight Majora with just the Kikiri sword.
I know I would. I think these runners may be a little more comfortable. And we are going to get a look at the fire arrow chest, and it was the stone mask.
Not gonna be that helpful, unfortunately, since we won't be going to Pirate's Fortress.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I know our friend Rob the Video Gamer was unavailable. I'm glad he couldn't be here to witness a completely unnecessary Pirates Fortress seed.
I like it. It's unique. It makes this stream unique in its own way.
And there's our last foolish Twin Islands.
Yeah. I'm glad you saw it because I didn't.
Yeah, it was in the path up to Darmani.
Yeah. Blaze has just gone to Akana and then back to Clocktown for my end. He'll probably skip back to where he is now. Yeah, now he's back in Akana. At least EarlWeird's in a normal spot for me.
Yeah, he's on his way to pick up his boss key, and then he will be into the goat fight to pick up Elegy.
Yeah.
And it looks like Blaze is on his way to Great Bay Coast.
Should be getting his ice arrows with any luck.
So with just the Kikiri sword, Earl opting for the Goron strats for the Wiz robe, a nice fun change to see.
Yeah, I mean, Goron strat's not that uncommon with Wizrobe. A lot of runners, I think, like to finish him up with the butt slam. I think Blaze is about to pick up his ice arrows.
Yeah, probably gonna go to take the fish over to the lab and get the statue, and then we'll realize that he has found go mode at about 90 minutes.
Yeah, he's actually talking to Tingle right now on my end. There, okay, synchronizing. Hopefully it decides to stay synchronized.
So yeah, this turned into this was an absolute jet. Go mode at 90 minutes with just Great Bay and Stone Tower to go.
Yeah, we might see this as a sub 2-hour seed. We might. Which is one of the fastest streams I've seen.
And that is officially it at 1:30:26. Blaze is in go mode.
He's still checking other checks though.
And yeah, this is most likely going to be it. He's up 2 dungeons.
Yeah, I guess it's hard to imagine EarlWeird catching up now.
And very likely taking that fish to the moon.
I wonder if it'll be the first fish on the moon.
So thank you, Mr. Fish, for your contributions to the Terminus space program.
Ooh, hold up. Goat's charging his... Oh.
Oof.
Oh, we're getting rammed in the face by a face.
Yeah, it really sucks if Goat gets away from you.
That's why I like to turn into a Goron. You want to
Yeah,
chase him.
I think Blaze is just trying to look for a sword along the way, or potentially an FD, because Kikiri Majora is not going to be fun.
Yeah. And this looks like he's sentenced the fish to death. No moon trip for the fish today.
Didn't even have the decency to drop it in the ocean.
That was an odd Gibdo scream. Also, he did pick up a ferry. He did.
I'm gonna refresh. I show him just torturing a fish by picking it up, putting it back down,
No,
and
you don't need
Oh.
to. I think I need to. Yeah. For some reason, Blaze's stream keeps jumping ahead for me. Like,
Yeah.
it's completely fine, but
if someone
Blaze-
can can alert the ASPCA, Blaze is just dropping and picking up a fish in the hot canyon sun. And down goes Goat on EarlWeird's side.
Excellent.
Yeah, it looks like Blaze's stream has synced back up. The timers are actually like perfectly in sync. Like their personal timers are perfectly in sync on the restream screen
Yeah.
or the commentary screen.
Yeah, it just hopefully the refresh leaves it fine, but for some reason they sync up perfectly. And then every now and again, Blaze will jump ahead. He'll be ahead, and then he'll stutter and go back to EarlWeird's side at the same time as EarlWeird. But hopefully, this most recent refresh will leave everything normal.
So while they're climbing, we can talk a little bit about the bracket. This is losers round 2, so the loser of this match will be out of the tournament. The winner of this is going to go on to face Nona in losers round 3. So we are making progress. Winners bracket has advanced very far ahead, and losers bracket is starting to catch up.
Yeah, so it's an exciting tournament seeds ahead. Thank you for sharing the schedule.
Let's talk about ice cream. All right, Chad. What's your let's get the ice cream chat going again. What's your favorite flavor? I'm a mint chocolate chip man myself, Mr. Nintendo.
I have a dangerous attraction to cookies and cream.
Ooh, a classic for a reason. Ooh, drumsticks in the freezer. Rocky Road, strawberry cheesecake. A lot of good ice creams out there.
Yeah. I do want to give special shout outs though to vanilla. I think vanilla is a very underrated flavor, especially vanilla bean.
Yeah, definitely a real workhorse flavor. Earl is now starting Aliens, going to pick up his mirror shield, and then likely will chase his remaining song checks.
Hunka chunka peanut butter fudge. Wow.
That sounds intense.
I mean, I'm not a big fan of peanut butter, so I don't think that's ice cream for me. But
Most
of peanut.
yeah, it sounds like an Elvis Presley ice cream. I think the most surprising thing about the tournament so far is just how much of an absolute shark tank that the losers bracket has turned into. I think we have seeds 1, 3, 2, and 5 all entered losers bracket pretty early. But everyone in the tournament is really good, so I don't know how much of those you can call upsets.
Yeah, I mean, there is a lot of skill involved with Majora's Mask Rando racing, but there is also a lot of luck involved. You have to hope that you get the right find at the right place. So it is a very interesting. You can't judge someone for being in the losers bracket when they could have just had an unlucky seed.
Yeah, there's always the rando component. So Blaze has done the recoil flip and taken out the Igor, and then we'll go get his boss key and probably open that Giant's Mask chest just to see if he can get a sword or an FD, while Earl has picked up his mirror shield.
Yeah. Oh, did have some fun ghost strats. He got to line up 3 of them and took them down with a single arrow.
And just mentioning ice cream, we've summoned Zombie Phoenix. Zombie, have you made yourself any new fancy ice creams?
Yeah, I think. I know something I love just as much as ice cream is probably a good milkshake or thick shake. I'm a sucker for a thick shake.
Ooh. Yeah, with how fast this seed is, I might actually get out of here in time to get over somewhere before before they close and pick one up. That actually sounds super good right now.
Ooh. You got any places in mind?
uh, well, I live in the southern part of the U.S., so we have Chick-fil-A down here, which does like a very good cookies and cream milkshake. So I will probably head that way. And it looks like Blaze is finishing up Gomez. Yeah, Chick-fil-A fans in the chat.
Yeah, can't say we have those in Australia.
Yeah, Blaze is picking up his boss key, Kakiri Sword Gomez. Not fun. Still gonna be desperately hoping for some sort of combat upgrade in that Giant's Mask chest or on one of the boss heart containers.
Yeah, but I think we, as an audience, don't want to see that. I want to see the Kakiri sword. Majora.
Yeah, it's gone. The seed has been too kind to the runners. They didn't have to do eggs. They got foolish Goron Village. Like, sure, they had to do aliens, but that's really kind of the extent of the suffering.
Yeah. This is very. Yeah, you're right. It is a too kind to see. They need this extra punishment. Yeah. Yeah. Back to where to go. I think Baskin Robbins is where I like to get my thick shakes.
I don't think we have I don't think we have any of those around here, but I'm familiar with it.
I mean, it's primarily an ice cream store, but you can also choose to make a milkshake with it as well. And like with the ice cream, you can choose which ice cream scoops you use. So you get like 3 ice cream scoops to make your own custom flavored thick shake in a way. I like to mix banana with a mint chocolate sort of one.
Ooh.
It is delicious.
Blaze starting the arrow twin mold fight. Fortunately, the lack of swords will not be a factor here. And I can let you in on a dirty secret of the ice cream business because I used to work there. Our milkshake machine just kind of always broke about 30 minutes before closing time because it was very annoying to clean, and we wanted to go home.
I get that. Like, I used to work in a Subway, and quite often I'll say, "Oh, the oven's turned off. We can't cook it before closing," just so I'd have time to clean it.
Yeah,
And I had
shout
one
out.
Oh, you go.
That's what I was saying. Shout out to the to minimum wage employees deciding that we've done enough work for today.
Yeah, I did have one customer come in though. I was like, "Oh, well, you better turn it back on." He ended up stealing some cookies afterwards too. I mean, it was probably my fault because I had all the cookies out on the bench so I could clean the cookie tray. I didn't realize she just took all of them when she bought some cookies. Right, that's twin mold down. A very clean twin mold too, I might add. Like a very
Yeah,
I've never
nice
seen twin mold done that fast.
Aerostrats and unfortunately a bow upgrade and not a sword upgrade.
Hopefully Georg has something for us. Or
So-
hopefully for Blaze's sake. I personally hope it's just a rupee.
Earl also opting for the Deku soldier strats. You simply love to see it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Three
Albino Rhino.
ancient
That's the trick.
versus one little Deku boy. I'm curious to see what Blaze's approach to Great Bay is, because I love seeing Great Bay strats in motion.
Yeah, we are actually currently in go mode for Blaze, and EarlWeird will be right behind him as soon as he picks up Oath to Order, and then also goes to the graveyard for Sonata. As yeah, Ego's just a little bit too far away, and he couldn't quite get him.
Now, I hate this move from Argos. The floating head is so annoying.
Yeah.
Also, it looks like Blaze is about to set up his final day.
Yeah, a lot of... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Do you reckon we'll see sub 2, or is it too late?
I don't know how long a Kakiri sword Majora fight takes. I think getting through GBT quickly, maybe 10 minutes. So I think it's going to be really close.
All right. I think if getting Feast Deity means we get to see sub 2, then I think I would like to see it. I think getting sub 2 would be really impressive. But if it doesn't make a difference, then I'd be happy with the Kakiri sword Majora.
So Blaze is setting up for one of my favorite GBT techs, the Goron water wheel. He's put the Goron mask on a C button, so there's a little bit less lag. Bomb jumps over there and just missed it.
Yeah.
Oh,
I haven't seen that before, I don't think, but that looked really cool.
And now he's gonna raise the water.
Yeah, unfortunately, Dynasty, I finished my tub of cookies and cream ice cream last night, so I don't have any ice cream to pick up.
It's not quite an MMR race if it doesn't break down into ice cream talk at some point.
Yeah. Unfortunately, where I am at the moment, I have limited freezer space, so I sort of have to pick and choose when I pick up ice cream.
You're gonna have to make room. Summer's coming up.
Summer's pretty much here already. God, I hate how hot it is here. Also, I'm a little impressed that you're able to make that connection that summer's coming up for me. That's quite often people forget about the Southern Hemisphere having opposite seasons.
I believe this one was actually Waffle's fault. So Blaze hook shotting and then jump slashing to recoil onto the platform. That's a pretty nice strat.
Yeah, I completely agree. Yeah. Do you reckon we'll see fireless strats later on?
I think we will. I think he went for the high ledge grab. He went for the water wheel. Looks like he's going through the whole catalog of GBT tricks.
Yeah, and a very clean get up for this, whatever this room's called. I don't know. Does that strat have a name where you Zora jump up to the?
Yeah, that's a gainer, which is a lot easier to do on VC, as I understand it. I definitely cannot do it.
Opening the map chest in hopes of getting that sword upgrade.
And EarlWeird is about to open up the grave and go get Sonata.
I wonder how far EarlWeird will get before Blaze finishes. I mean, he's
Um,
in go mode, so
Yeah, Zombie, we're on the yeah, he's actually synced up on the commentary page.
oh, Blaze just got the Great Fairy Sword.
Oh no. There were only 2 checks left.
Alright, now
Oh.
Blaze, you have to sub 2. You can't kill the dream like that and not sub 2.
Oh man. I'm going to check his race time PB real quick.
Oh, that.
So his Blaze's race time PB is actually 2 hours and 21 seconds.
Oh,
So
wow.
yeah, this would be pretty incredible, especially during a tournament race.
Yeah, this is starting to turn into a tense race. It is. Like, Blaze against his own timer. I do love having this race come down to something as close as this now. Like, I'm really looking forward to seeing what time he finishes. What were you about to say?
Just EarlWeird entering his Iron Knuckle fight to pick up Sonata and getting Fairy revived.
Yeah. At least he had the knowledge to bring a fairy. It's always good to have a fairy just in case. And that puts EarlWeird officially in go mode, I believe.
It does, and I wonder which dungeon he's going to go to first.
Woodfall by the looks of it.
Makes sense. Blaze going to avoid his Goron to take him back to the boss key chest room, and I think he's going to go for the Iceless.
Yeah.
One of the hardest tricks in this temple, and he gets
Yeah.
on the wheel first try.
Yeah, my streams jumped a bit ahead at the moment, so I've never seen that one before. You probably haven't seen it yet, but he backflips onto the pipe instead of jumping onto the fence.
Yeah, I know you can do a gainer onto that green pipe.
I'm gonna quickly refresh in hopes that it stays synced for the Majora fight.
Yeah, if you are interested in running MMR, highly recommend you stop by the Discord if you're not already there, and play a couple practice seeds, and then honestly just start racing. I lost my first one by 90 minutes. And you can go back and you can watch other racers' VODs, see how people did things differently. All of the frequent racers have been very kind and very patient with all of my questions as a newbie. So it's a really great community.
Yeah, you're right. It is a great community, and they're always welcoming to newcomers. We just want to see this community grow as big as we can. Yeah. I do wish I had more time to race myself, but I've been a little busy with 3D All-Stars lately.
Oh man, did Sunshine get harder, or were we just better at games at like 12 years old?
I don't know. I liked going back to Sunshine has honestly been a really fun experience for me. I honestly enjoyed Sunshine more than I thought I would going back to it. It is jank, but I think the jank just adds to its charm.
Blaze is entering his Gyorg fight, and then from there will be on his way to the moon, setting up the quick kill, the One arrow shot, and then into the water to go for 3 hits.
That's an impressive strat. I'm not sure I've seen George get taken like that.
And
I
then,
assume he's about to do the same thing for phase 2.
yeah, it's three hits for phase 1, 2 for phase 2, and then you're out of there.
Oh, it's cutting it close.
I'm gonna do one last refresh as Blaze is headed towards the moon.
Right, they're synced up for me at the moment. I just hope it stays synced up.
Right to the
What do you
moon.
guys think we're gonna? Oh, he's cutting it so close. We're gonna get sub 2.
I think he's gonna get it. I don't know. It's close.
I mean, Great Fairy Sword is good, but it's not feasty. Still won't have that projectile.
Yeah, with Great Fairy Sword, it helps a lot. Blaze also has 2 owl saves, which I mean, technically
yeah.
is a 48-second deduction.
In fact, you're right. That owl save is gonna make a big difference here. I bet he's feeling nervous though. Like he probably sees that 2-hour mark in reach and probably starting to get that nerve build up.
Earl got hit by the no, my head on his side, sorry. Alright, Blaze is heading into his Majora's fight.
He doesn't have much magic. Well, now he has magic. Alright, he's got 5 minutes to take him down. That's plenty of time. Meanwhile, Earl finding a much tougher enemy in the game. It's annoying mosquitoes. Or dragonflies, I should say, not mosquitoes. I think I just associated my hate for mosquitoes for my those things.
They are absolutely the worst enemy in the game.
I like this strat, the switching between the Zora mask and regular Link.
Alright, the masks are coming off the wall.
Yeah, I was afraid that was gonna happen. Get out of there, Majora. Come on.
Oof. Very, very close. You don't want to get hit by that beam when you're still in Zora mode, or you will have to start this fight over again.
Very true. At least he's taking down some of the masks with it.
Yeah. There goes Twin Mold. And we are in to phase 2.
Phase 2. Alrighty, be kind to us, Incarnation.
Earl has completed Woodfall.
Where is it? Oh, there it is. Yeah, great spin coming in handy.
Yeah, love the Incarnation spin strats.
Now Wrath. This is gonna be interesting without the sword things. Hopefully. Nice.
So getting him with the light arrows and getting some stabs in. Oh, I think he's got it easy.
Oh yes! Oh, GG! Sub 2
There you
hours.
go. GG's in the chat. An official time of 1:57:49.
Fuck
Congratulations,
the
Blake.
Alsays. Oh. God, I'm so happy.
Is that our...
mentioned in chat, that was our 6th time ever someone's finished sub 2 hours, I think.
Wow. Is that our second sub 2 of the tournament? I know FaZe had one. Were there any others?
Oh, in chat, you're the expert
Yeah.
knowledge here.
But just extremely well done by Blaze. Great execution, and fortunately no eggs required today, and a very clutch Great Fairy Sword at the end.
And shout outs to EarlWeird too. Like, we shouldn't underestimate his skill he's shown off as well.
Yeah, absolutely a great race. I think being a little bit late to that Goron mask, really set him behind, and he was just really never able to recover.
Yeah. It looks like he's chosen to finish off. Right, welcome, Blaze, and GG on your sub 2.
Thank you. GG.
Yeah, congratulations, Blaze. What were your thoughts on the seed?
Seed was pretty quick. There were a ton of items, in pretty easy spots.
Yeah, how about that clutch Great Fairy Sword right there at the end?
That was awesome. I don't think I've ever been so hyped to find a sword upgrade.
We were sort of at one point hoping we'd see a Kikiri sword Majora fight, but when we realized that you had a chance of getting sub 2, I sort of hoped, like, oh, okay, if he gets the sword and manages to sub 2, then I want that sword upgrade. I want to see a sub 2 seed.
Yeah, Blaze, early on you kind of took a unique route through Snowhead. Can you kind of talk us through your thought process there?
Yeah. So I screwed up. Like, so I read my very first hint as Romani sisters had Mirror Shield and Captain's Hat. So I saw
Ooh.
Zora on the way into Snowhead, and I was like, oh, well, that's go mode. That's all the items, because I had also screwed up. I forgot that Lens was in Termina Field. Like, Termina Field is like my worst enemy. Like, Termina Field Way of the Hero is my worst enemy. So I was like, okay, so I'm going to pick up my Zora and find Ice Arrow in the Biobaba Grotto, and that's it. GG. So I was like super confused. Like, I was just gonna go mode Snowhead Temple, and I was like very confused when I sat in the map chest there. I was like, what the hell is going on? And like the rest of the seed after that, I was like a nervous wreck because I thought I'd like skipped Ice Arrow, and because I didn't realize the Lens thing until a little bit later.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, Lens was probably in Termina Field, and that's the way of the hero. So my Ice Arrow is gonna be in a really dumb spot.
Yeah, thankfully it was only on Tingle.
Yeah.
Early fine once you got the Great Bay.
Yeah, really good spot for unhinted Ice Arrows.
Also, strangely enough, EarlWeird is currently checking the inverted stone tower chest, despite being in go mode.
Yeah, he's probably still looking for a sword.
Yeah, I have to say, Blaze, it was very interesting watching your stream early on in the race. It was.
Was it like not working?
Time was kind of all over the place early on, but you evened out. We saw you get Deku Mask a couple times.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I didn't even see you get the Goron mask. Like, I was sort of you're in the Deku playground and suddenly it skipped ahead to the next day and like, wait, why is he a Goron? When did he get Goron mask?
Um,
Did he have it before me or no?
No,
no,
you got
that
Goron mask.
yeah, that was probably what was the biggest difference. Earl went to go set up midnight meeting, and I don't know if he didn't realize he hadn't had Deku Playground at first, or realized it later because he went back on day 2. But he kind of waited for midnight meeting for a while instead of going to pick up the Goron mask.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I thought maybe I'd gotten that a little bit later than he had, because like it was in an easy like Way of the Hero region, and I went to like the ranch before picking that up. I was really worried that I had gotten it way later.
I think you got your transformation marks before EarlWeird did. I think.
Okay.
Even Deku mask you got first. EarlWeird ended up going to Woodfall before getting his Deku mask as well. Or the Woodfall area, I should say.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Did he have Ice Arrow first, or?
Yeah, he did beat you to the ice arrows.
Oh, okay.
You went up towards the canyon. He went to coast before that.
Yeah, before he even got his
Gotcha.
Zora mask.
So I think on restream we knew at about 1:15 where everything was, and then I think you went into go mode at about 1:30.
Yeah. At
Yeah,
that
that
point, it
sounds
just
right.
became a question of whether or not you had to do eggs or not.
Yeah, how good did it feel to see Oath pop up, knowing I think at the time that you only had one bottle?
It was a really good feeling. Like, I feel like I have not played very many seeds at all. I feel like that haven't required eggs. But it can also be kind of scary too, just because like, what if Ice Arrow is in the sewers or something?
It was an interesting seed because Pirate Fortress were completely unnecessary. Or not something you get to see very often. No Pirate Fortress, no Pinnacle Rock. Nothing at all in that general area.
Yeah, I think we
Yeah.
were thinking that all of your swords may have been in there.
Yeah, it's possible.
Chat, were there any other questions while we have Blaze?
Do you have any other questions, Blaze?
I don't think so.
Lunar, was EarlWeird gonna join us? Or is he just still gonna finish it out?
Yeah, it does look like he wants
I
to
think
finish the
Earl is going to actually finish it out.
All right.
And of course, I'm sure we're happy to keep him company until he finishes off his tier. Yeah. Do you reckon he'll find his Great Fairy Sword on his way through Great Bay?
I wouldn't be surprised. He went to go to Inverted Stone Tower to look for more swords. The Great Fairy Sword is less out of the way. And yes, thank you to our trackers Cephalopod Toast and Mizuhiro Fox for helping us keep track of everything.
Yeah. Especially Mizuhiro Fox, because as pointed out earlier, it was very hard to keep track of Blaze's stream early on.
Yeah, sorry about that. I don't know. I try to make it work, but my internet is not like the greatest for streaming.
It all ironed itself out
It worked
down the
out in
stretch,
the end.
especially for the most exciting part.
Yeah, and it was very entertaining, I thought.
So it looks like Earl is now into his twin mold.
Yeah. Yeah, you had actually a very quick twin mold from the looks of it. Like, I was very impressed how quickly you took down twin mold. It's a boss fight that I find a lot of races struggle a little with. It is.
Yeah, I've kind of struggled a lot on Twin Mold in the past. I think that's just how you improve. I've had a lot of bad Twin Molds, if that makes sense.
Yeah. But practice makes perfect.
And there goes the
Taking down
blue one.
twin mold. Alright, Blaze. Important question. What's your favorite
Okay.
ice cream flavor?
Uh oh. I don't know. Probably just chocolate. Just plain old chocolate.
I'm going for that classic. I like it.
Very good. I will say, previously working in an ice cream shop, like fresh plain chocolate, like just sticking a spoon in as it's coming like straight out of the machine is just a great experience.
Oh yeah, that does sound good.
Now, did you actually make the ice cream at the ice cream shop?
Yeah, we did it all like in shop.
That's really cool. So you would have had the chocolate and the ice cream sort of mixing together and or something along those lines. So would you like put the chocolate into a machine or something and it'll sort of turn it into chocolate ice cream?
Yeah, you just
Or
put
anything
everything
like-
into. It's just a big machine, and you just dump stuff in from a from a recipe book. It's something they trusted like teenagers to do. It was pretty hard to screw it up. So EarlWeird has finished his twin mold and is on his way to Zora Cape to finish out Great Bay.
Yeah, hopefully he finds his great fairy sword. And oh no, he's gonna check some Zora Hall checks first. Which I guess he has time. He wants that sword. May as well.
Yeah, never know if you're going to come across an FD or.
So I guess he didn't find a sword upgrade other than.
No, the Great Fairy Sword is the only combat upgrade we are aware of.
Oh, and the spin attack.
Oh yes, and the spin attack.
Alright, so how do you feel about going up against Nona in the future?
I don't know. Could go either way, I think.
Yeah, sword upgrades on the moon. I don't know. We never saw Secret Shrine. There were a lot of places we didn't end up going this seed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I actually almost did Shrine. I was gonna go do Stone Tower Temple and then Shrine, but then I was thinking maybe I could find a sword upgrade before needing to go there. So I went out to Cape instead, or to Great Bay Coast instead.
Yeah, it makes sense. I suppose doing Stone Tower, you didn't have your ice arrows yet, did you?
Yeah, I was gonna do it out of logic.
Yeah, it makes sense to maybe consider Shrine if you weren't in go mode.
All right,
Looks like
EarlWeird is going
EarlWeird is
to.
setting up his final day. So, aside from ice cream, what is chat's and my fellow commentators' favorite treat? Sweet treat.
I have always been partial to ice cream, but if we're gonna go onto regular temperature foods, I would say, maybe like some red velvet cake.
Red velvet cake.
Ooh, get some
That's-
cheesecakes in the chat.
I do love my chocolate barbarians. Which is essentially a chocolate cheesecake.
Hmm. Key lime pie, another good one.
Like that. Growing up in Australia, that is probably the strangest multicultural thing. Is that when people say pie, I do not think a dessert item. I think of a hot meat gravy filled delicious pie wrapped in pastry that you have for lunch or dinner.
I guess shepherd's pie.
Yeah, something similar to shepherd's pie, but a bit different. Like an Aussie meat pie is essentially mince in a pastry sort of bowl, as well as a lid on top, a pastry lid. It is one of the most well-liked Australian foods out there. Like you can find them frozen in a supermarket, usually like Sergeant's pie. And you can get them in other meats as well, like a chicken and veg pie. And you can pick them up from pretty much any bakery. Like a bakery that doesn't sell a pie is not a good bakery, in my opinion.
So, do you have a different, like, what do you call like a pie as like America would know it?
Well, we do have dessert pies, like apple pies. We are called still apple pies, but they're just not as common. Like, we don't really have dessert pies in general. We don't.
Yeah, Blaze,
I
if you if you watch it back, there's a lot of dessert talk after you entered go mode.
I mean, it kind of seems like that's been a theme recently with the ice cream and the now we got pie. Wonder what's on the table next for next restream.
Maybe chocolate. That's everyone's favorite chocolate bar. Or tacos. Yeah. When it comes, I do love a good Turkish delight. I do. Any other Turkish delight fans out there?
I'm actually like looking it up right now because my only like familiarity with it is I just know it's from like the Lion, the Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe.
Yeah, that was where I was first introduced to it too. Because of that movie, I sort of wanted to try it elsewhere.
Yeah.
And I did fall in love with it. At least the Cadbury chocolate bar version of it.
Yeah, Earl is already about to flip the water the other direction, and then we'll be in the home stretch of Great Bay Temple.
Did he
We got some.
pick up his Great Fairy Sword?
I would be surprised if he hadn't. He did. Okay, good. Well, that's good. He should have a quick Majora fight as well. We
Yeah.
were kind of nail biting if Blaze was going to get the sub 2, but it was just like a 3-minute Majora.
Yeah, and the hour saves taking off even more time. Alright, so here's a question for everyone. If The Legend of Zelda were to get a live action movie, who would you want to play Link?
I will defer to chat on this because I'm very bad about being on top of current movies.
Yeah, I don't know any actors' names at all.
Yeah, I'm a bit similar if they haven't been in the MCU or the DC universe. But it's always a nice question to throw out there.
Spider-Man was suggested for it. Interesting.
I mean, Tom Holland's been suggested for pretty much everything these days. Isn't he going to be playing Nathan Drake in a movie soon?
Oh, are they making is that Uncharted?
I think so.
A string bean with a deep voice. Oh, nice. Earl landed right on the wall. That is pretty hard to do.
Oh yeah. Yeah, perhaps even one thing I'm really curious about and maybe a little concerned as well is who they get to voice Ganondorf in Breath of the Wild 2. I have a very specific picture of what Ganondorf should sound like. I'm a little worried that they do not match that.
Well, we've got a pretty wide spectrum in chat already.
Yeah. I do think James L. Jones is a decent idea. Like, if obviously he'd be way too unlikely for Nintendo to get, but that sort of deep but smart sounding voice is sort of what I want from Ganondorf. Like, he needs to sound clever. Like, he's a cunning, cruel man. Like, he needs to. I don't want him sounding like a generic brute. I want him to sound like he has intelligence, that he knows what he's doing. He needs to sound like he's the smartest person in the room, even if he isn't.
All right, so British accent.
Yeah, honestly, I do picture him with a British accent. Even Ocarina of Time, his laugh sounds very British. It does.
All right, Earl is starting his guy orc fight.
Christopher Eccleston. Now that's an interesting suggestion. Ooh, I've never heard that one before. I mean, I picture less northern voice, but more of a, I guess, Londony British maybe? No, not London, but I don't know, but yeah, Christopher Eccleston's a very curious idea. I could see him pull it off, and the Doctor Who fanboy in me would probably freak out if the Doctor got to play Ganondorf.
Oh, Earl got the stun right after getting eaten.
Very nice. I wonder what Zora tastes like. I wonder what Georg tastes like.
I think it would be like if you've ever had like shark meat, maybe. They look like they pretty. They look, I guess, pretty like muscly or cartilagey.
Makes sense. And
Alright.
in Wind Waker, Georg is essentially just a shark.
And down goes Gyorg, so we are on our way to the moon.
Who was he in Kingsman Dynasty? I don't. The name doesn't sound familiar, but I have watched Kingsman. Merlin. I think I'm thinking of the wrong Kingsman. I'm thinking of that modern day action movie. What's that called? The Kings. I think that's called Kingsman as well.
Yeah, I think that's, isn't it like, what's his name? Colin. What?
It has Batman, Alfred from Batman in it. I know that much.
Okay.
Kingsman.
Yeah, I'm like the worst at knowing who's it. Yeah, Colin Firth. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, Dynasty.
I need to watch those movies again. I've only seen the first one. And I was really impressed, but I never got around to watching the second or third one. Oh, the one training them. Yeah, okay. The guy who is in that big church fight. Oh, third one's not out. Well, maybe I'll make that my first movie to watch when cinemas reopen.
All right, and Earl is now into Majora with his Great Fairy Sword.
Nice.
He should be getting a sub 230, which is just still impressive.
It is better than any time I have ever put up in a competitive setting.
Yeah, I remember the days when sub 3 was hard to do.
Yeah, it all depends on the seed, really.
Yeah.
Wasn't there a seed not that long ago that went over 4 hours?
Oh yeah, wasn't that was a bracket match, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was Drew and I don't know.
Yeah, I think they isolated a deed check, like the ocean title deed, which then led to like ice arrows or something.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
was.
something like that.
I just remember being every check you're just holding your breath, like I think this is it, and nope. All right, next one.
I just had someone jump very briefly into chat. I wonder what a 25-minute seed would look like. Just everything in Clocktown.
I think that's like any percent, like with the moon warp.
Okay.
Yeah, it's. I think is the fastest one the Jess's 145, or is there a faster run out there?
I think that is the fastest.
So Earl now into Wrath.
Live action Princess Zelda. Alright, I don't know. It'd probably be a new actress, honestly, because I think it's someone who would be quite young to play Zelda.
Oh, the blades are out.
Ooh, does he have a fairy?
I do not know.
It doesn't matter. He's
Yeah. All right.
GG EarlWeird.
GG's to EarlWeird. Official time 2:27:19.
He will not be joining us, unfortunately.
All right. Blaze, any closing thoughts?
Nope. Thanks for the restream. Thanks for commentating.
Always happy to help.
Yeah, thanks for the great race. Thanks again to our trackers, Mizuhiro Fox and Cephalopod Toast. And thanks to all of you watching.
Thank you, Luna, as well, for restreaming.
Yes.
Alrighty, that was a pretty intense matchup, I'll tell you what.
Ooh,
So yeah, as they were saying, thank you to our trackers who are amazing in the behind-the-scenes heroes, and to the commentators for talking about Zelda stuff and keeping everyone entertained.
And ice cream.
Of course, and also congratulations to Blaze for moving on. And
Thank
also
you.
congrats to Earl for completing the seed and also getting this far in the tournament. So what we're going to do is we are going to raid ZeldaSpeedRuns, and they are having a Z2R race, so that'll be pretty cool to watch. If you guys haven't checked that out, definitely worth doing. So thank you everyone for tuning in, and does anyone have any final parting words?
Cookies and cream is still the best ice cream flavor.
Yeah, I'm going to get a milkshake. Bye, everybody. Be safe. Have fun. Thanks for watching.
Bye.
Thank you everyone.
That was fun.